சிக்கனமும் மதிசிறந்த திராவிடனும் திருநாளும் தக்கசிலும் திறன்களும் சரிதனும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுக எத்திசையும்
இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனே
சீரமை திறமியது செயல்மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
ஒரே நிமிஷம் நீங்க பாஸ் பண்ணலாம்.
Good evening all. Good evening. I welcome you all for the Gasaa General Meeting 1. The agenda of today's meeting will be welcome speech, review of minutes of previous meeting, speech by Raghavendra Rao, any other matter with the permission of chair and vote of thanks. I welcome you all on behalf of Gasaa today for the general meeting. I hope
generally monthly meetings are
minutes of our previous meeting are welcome speech by Sarah.
AGM is called.
Resolutions passed by Navin. Reduction in notice period of AGM to 7 days. Review of minutes of previous meeting by Navin. Nominees for the post of election need not be physically present. Speech on dividend by Raghavendra Rao. Speech by Mahesh Bhatt on general points about Companies Act. Speech by Sarat Chandra by professional ethics. Shall I take these minutes as accepted? Now I welcome Raghavendra Rao for a speech.
For a speech on what?
How many speeches?
Mahesh Bhatt
Good evening, friends. Today I am going to speak on a topic called income from salaries.
Sure on board.
என்னடா பேன் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணதுக்கு டைம் ஆகுறா?
The basic thing which we need to be learned before before going to this topic, why we are taxing income from salaries. Basic, generally why we are collecting taxes. Any answer? Why we are collecting taxes?
It is said that to run the government.
Any other answers? It's like actually we know India is a developing country. There are so many inequalities. There are so many inequalities. In order to become a developed country, we have so many drawbacks like poverty, uneducation, unemployment, and in order to cover all these things, we need funds. Um, there are inequalities like richer people are there, poorer people are there. We need to collect taxes from the richer people, and we have to spend that amount on the poorer people. There are the government is collecting tax. The government is also having a businesses, and other than the businesses, the government is also collecting taxes. There are two types of taxes: direct tax and indirect tax. And under the direct tax, wealth tax and income tax will come. Wealth tax has been abolished in Finance Act 2015. Now wealth tax is not there. Only the income tax is prevailing now. Under the IDT, excise duty, sales tax, service tax, and customs. All these things will come. And if you see under the income tax, there are income tax is a direct tax which is collected on the income of the persons. It is a all these things are not borne by the assessee by himself. Only the income tax is borne by the assessee by himself. The tax is collected directly from the person, the individuals. Here the tax is not collected from the individual. That's why it is not called. It is called indirect taxes. And under the income tax act, under the income tax, I am going to speak on income from salaries. Income from to be charged under to be charged an income under the head income from salaries, there should be an employer and employee relationship. There are few conditions to be satisfied to be charged under the income from salaries. Employer and employee relationship. And the employer and employee relationship can be past, present, or future. Past, present, or future. I'll give example for one of these things. Past means you are an employee of the company and you are retired from the company and you are getting a pension from the company. It is a relationship between employer and employee in the past. Then it will be pension will be taxable under the head income from salaries. Present means, as you all know, you are working under an employer. Then it is taxable under present. You all know. And future also, I will give one example. Like suppose you are working for a company called Tata or Reliance, and because of your talent, some other company wants to take you. They will pay some amount on behalf of you to that Reliance Tata to the company. Then the amount paid by the other company will be treated as future. Here the employee is not. Suppose A is a person, he is working for one company. Company B Limited is paying this company on behalf of you. Now the relationship is not there. Even though the relationship is not there, he is paying on behalf of you. Then this income will be treated under the head income from salaries in the name of the assessee A. Then it is called future. Even though the relationship is future, he will tax only in the current year whenever he pays. And next third point, it's like we will go for every section in income tax. For every heading in income tax act, there will be a charging section. For charging section for salaries is charging section 15. Everything will be defined under this section. And there is one more section called section 9. Deemed to be accrue or arise in India. What is this? What does this mean? Deemed to be accrue or arise in India. Suppose a person working. I'll tell you an example. A person worked in India and retired. He went to US. he is getting pension there. Okay, he is a non-resident now. He is getting pension. Then it is deemed to be accrue or arrears in India. It will be treated as deemed to be accrue or arrears in India. And the second example, a non-resident working in India and receiving salary in India, and this is also deemed to be accrue or arrears in India, even though he is a non-resident. Suppose a resident is there, he worked in India, he went to abroad, and number of days we have to calculate under one. How much amount he received when he is resident, it will be taxable under the head income from salaries for the same assessment. These are the three examples which are covered in which are stated in the section 9 deemed or accrue arrears in India. Now coming to taxability, what incomes to be taxable? Basic pay and other basic pay plus there are two monetary benefits, non-monetary benefits. Monetary benefits means we can classify as three types: fully exempt, fully taxable, partially taxable, partially exempt. Once I will the fully exempted, I will say there are 5 allowances which are to be exempted fully. Those are all daily allowance, research allowance, uniform allowance, and helper allowance. One more allowance is there, I forgot. There are 5 allowances which are to be exempted fully, but there is one condition. Suppose you got 10,000 as uniform allowance, you spent only 8,000, then 2,000 will be taxable. If you spend 12,000, there is no taxability. If you the amount of exemption only will be up to the amount received only, not more than that. And we will come to partially exempted, partially taxable.
Okay. It's not an exam.
Gratuity covered under 1010D of 1010 of the Income Tax Act. Actually, this is a very peculiar section. Gratuity received by the employees, everybody will think gratuity is already, gratuity is exempted income. Like that people will think, but it is exempted only for government employees. Other employees it is taxable, and the exemption is there, exemption limit is there. Person covered under gratuity act, not covered under gratuity act. The exemption list of the following will be given as exemption. 10 lakhs amount actually received. In any exemption details, if you see, the amount actually received will be the least thing that they will exempt. And 15/26 into number of completed years. 15/26 into number of completed years into last drawn salary. This list of the three will be allowed as exemption. Actually, in gratuity there is a it's a very special section, because this amount of 10 lakhs will be for lifetime. Suppose the employee has already availed the exemption of 10 lakhs, during, suppose an employee worked for 5 years in a company and he has availed an gratuity exemption of suppose 5 lakhs. In the next year, this amount will be only 5 lakhs. Next year it will be only 5 lakhs. So the least of them will be, he can avail only 5 lakhs. Even after that also, even under the second employer also, he has received suppose 3 lakhs. 2 lakhs will be the amount of exemption he can avail in the next year whenever he receives gratuity. For those who not covered under gratuity act also it is similar only. 10 lakhs amount received 15 by 30, that is 1 by 2 into number of completed years into last drawn salary.
The number of completed years, I have completed 14 years and 9 months and 8 days. How many years?
In grad, suppose if the employee is covered under gratuity, number of completed years will be, if it is more than 6 years, we will take as more than 6 months, we will take as a full year. But in this, the completed number of years should be, there is no round off. If it is more 8 months also, we will treat it as 1 year 8 months also. We will, 5 years 8 months also, we will treat it as only 5 years. This is how we will calculate for not covered under gratuity. Suppose one employee has worked in an employment for 1 year, 2 years, and he has gone to gratuity is applicable only when an employer serves his employment for more than 5 years. He has worked for 2 years in one company and he has moved to one more employer for 3 years. Can he able to claim this period of service in his next second employment? We need to work under the same employer for 5 years, more than 5 years, or we can carry forward the previous employer's service. Anybody?
We cannot carry forward.
Bombay High Court judgment is there. We can carry forward that completed number of years also from previous employer. Bombay High Court judgment in the case of P.C. Mehra versus CIT. This is as regards the gratuity is concerned. Next topic is pension. You all know pension will be given only after the retirement. There are two types of pension: commuted pension and uncommuted pension. Commuted. Uncommuted pension means they will give the pension in one time. They will not give the pension monthly or yearly. They will not give at a one time pension. It is uncommuted pension means it is fully exempt. Under this commuted pension, there are three types. Under this commuted pension, if government employee receives pension, what will be the impact? As you know, it is exempt. For government employees, most of the exemptions will be available. And other two types are, if the person is covered under gratuity. Not covered under gratuity. One by 3 of the total pension is exempt. 1 by 2 of the total pension is exempt. 1 by 2 of the total pension, not commuted pension. This one I will tell you by an example. Suppose 3 by 4 of the pension. 3 by 4 of the pension, that is 3 lakhs, is given to an employer as commuted pension. sorry, as an uncommuted pension, as a commuted pension, then we need to calculate the exemption as like this. 3/4 of the pension is 3 lakhs. Total pension is equals to 4 lakhs. Out of this, if he is covered under gratuity, 4 lakhs divided by 1/3. If he is covered under not covered under gratuity, 4 lakhs divided by 2. 2 lakhs will be the exemption. He can claim. Understood? Next, leave travel allowance. Employee can claim his leave travel expenses from the employer. Suppose if the employer provides. Actually, leave travel allowance is taxable, but there are few exemptions. This leave travel allowance has been introduced in 1989. From this, in this leave travel allowance exemption, it is specified under Rule 3 of the Income Tax Act. In a block of 4 years, employee can go 2 trips. Employee can go 2 trips in India. In a block of 4 years, this block of 4 years is also defined. 1999, 1990, 1991, 1992. Like this, 2006 to 2009, 2010 to 2013, 2014 to 2017. The blocks are also defined by the Income Tax Act. In a block of 4 years, employee can go for 2 trips. More than the trips, it will be taxable. Suppose whether he can carry forward the trips. Suppose the employee is not availed 2 trips in this block of year, whether he can able to carry forward these 2 trips. He can carry forward only 1 trip. Even though he is not, suppose he availed 1, if you availed 1 or 2, 2 means 2 availed means not carry forwardable. If he availed 1, he can carry forward 1. Suppose he has not availed.
We are in 2015. Then why do you talk about 2006, 2009? Why we are not available? Why was
This block is
we are in 2015.
No, sir.
I am an employee of
Sir, that provision is same for every block, sir. Suppose if you talk for this block also, it will be same.
Why do you talk about 2006, 2009?
No, I'm just telling that these blocks are different. These blocks are different. No, but suppose for an employee Sundar sir, the block will be 2000. It cannot be 2009 to 2012. For a person called Ravindra, he cannot define his own blocks.
But you are still not explained properly the unutilized practices.
He can carry forward only unutilized. I think
whether the unutilized is 1 or 2, he can carry forward only one.
That's the result. You are not clear about that. After he said you are clear.
Okay.
I undertake LPA allowance on March 20th,
Okay.
2014.
Okay.
Now can I do it on May 2015?
These years are all calendar based, not financial year. It is also different.
Okay.
It is
calendar.
Why they should have calendar years?
Because it's taxable on based on
Calendar years.
this money. We are taxable based on the previous year.
Previous year.
But you are allowing only calendar year. What is the reason?
He is not allowing.
I know it's then what is the reason? What's the rate?
Basically, they are not providing access.
You can undertake travel in December as well as in January, even though it falls under the same ration, right?
Where he can go for travel. Yes, where he can go for travel. Only within India, not outside India. Outside India, not allowed. Suppose if he wants to go to outside India, So, for example, I will tell you. Person is there in Chennai. He wants to go abroad. He can claim only. He went to Delhi. From there, he went to abroad. He can go, claim only Indian travel expense.
Boss, I am going to Maldives from here. Can it be covered up?
No, not go. Directly you cannot go.
Directly to India nama covered.
They told you what is from India.
There is no question indirect also there. Where you say directly?
No, sir, suppose
No, ஒரே ட்ரிப்ல போனா up to Delhi
you can claim, sir.
Suppose you are only
பாம்பே போற பாம்பேல இருந்து துபாய் போனேனாக்க துபாய் ட்ரிப் மட்டும் நாட் கவர்ட் பாம்பே ட்ரிப்
Yes. And shortest distance only is allowed. For air travel only economic class is allowed. For train travel it is first class AC is allowed. Yes, sir.
நேபாள் போனா நம்ம ஆளுங்க நேபாள் பசங்க
ஷிப்ல போலாமா இங்க
Border வரைக்கும்
ஷிப்ல போலாம்.
If there is no other route, you can go by ship also. You can claim.
ஷிப்ல என்ன கிளாஸ் தருவாங்க?
Huh?
ஷிப்ல என்ன கிளாஸ் தருவாங்க? நீ இதுல சொல்லல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ்ல போலாம்
Ship
சார்.
la first class allowed, sir.
ஷிப்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் இருக்கா?
First class இருந்ததுன்னா allowed, sir. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
ஆல்ரெடி இவ்வளவுதான்டா. எல்லாம் அலவன்சஸ் எல்லாம் சொல்லிடுறா. அவங்களுக்கு எப்படி கம்ப்ளீட்
See that I would like to share one thing. See, there was a client who we are no longer auditing. That owner is a very cantankerous, easily irritable character. At the drop of the hat, you can provoke. Suddenly, you break the glass in anger, and you give the choicest of invectives. Okay, and when he gets angry, which he does very often, the words you cannot even say. Such will be the words. So, in all salary structure in this office, there will be amongst other conveyance allowance, telephone allowance, health allowance, the medical allowance, like that, there will be one allowance called fifty allowance. Okay, 50 allowance will be given for everybody, but is for enduring the owner. Okay.
இல்லையா
But everybody will give allowance for listening to the invectives.
Other than fully exempt and partially taxable, all are fully taxable only. And it is. And one more section I want to tell you, because why I have chosen salary. Now you all people go for companies for auditing. There we need to till last year there is no provision for non-deduction of TDS for salary. From this current year, 40 IA. They have included all the expenses which attracts TDS. Earlier,
1 year, what year? 40 illa.
40 A1.
1 year.
40
குட்ராவன
40 IA இல்ல 1 year
40 1 year. Sorry.
என்ன சொல்ல வந்த சொல்ல what were you about to say?
While auditing, you have to check all the TDS with TDS whether they have deducted the TDS properly or not. We have to check.
Properly ana eppa vaasneen nodi நீ பாப்பறானே சொன்னாங்க எப்போ நீ மலையாளி ana properly
சரி டி இதெல்லாம் ஏன் சொல்லல பர்பஸிட் வேல்யூவேஷன் நான் சொல்லலாமா salary
too vast rava
car
see I want to give more clarity what he wanted to say. 40 A1 has been amended with effect from assessment year 15-16 to cover disallowances for non-deduction or short deduction in salary also. So earlier salary was not covered. Now salary is also covered, 30% more.
30% is allowance. Yes, that's allowance.
அதாவது சொல்லலாரு எதையோ வந்து செக் பண்ணோம்னா நீங்க பண்றீங்க
Disallowance சொல்லலாம் sir.
முன்னாடி நான் ரெசிடென்ட் மாத்திரம்
ஓகே சார் இப்போ நான்
salary TDS rate பண்ணாமே கொடுத்தே தெரியாது.
கொடுத்தாயினாதானே டிடிஎஸ் எல்லாமே அப்படிதானே வயலேட் பண்றதுனால தான் ப்ராப்ளம்.
I recommend that is
Present moment to
கையா தட்டுறாரு
அவன் மூக்கான்னு தெரியல.
அப்ப பையிலேயே கையை நட்டிட்டு போயிட்டான். ஓ
sir.
போட்டோ எடுத்துக்கீங்களா? வாட்ஸ்அப் போடலாம்.
Yeah, I request Raghavan to take.
அவன் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணிக்கடா, ஏன்னா அவனுக்கு யாருமே தெரியாது. அவன் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ண மாதிரி.
இல்ல சார் சார் editorial thing. We are planning to release newsletters every month on a monthly basis newsletter, coming up with containing birthday updates relating to our profession, everything. So coming up with the first newsletter.
வேகேஷன்
ஆல்பம் மேக்ஸினுக்கு என்ன
Okay. So I'd like to add more on that points. See, we are planning to release newsletter apart from the edition. Okay, we have fixed a few deadlines for every edition. We are planning to release editions every month if we get enough articles. So deadline for editions will be 10th of the next month. For example, if I have to release September edition, then I want all your articles before September 10th.
That is for the magazine, and newsletter shall be released on first Monday of every month. That's what we have planned tentatively.
First Monday of the last week of the earlier month. For example, see, if I am going to release a newsletter for the month of September, I will release it in the last week of August, Monday. Monday of the last week of August. Because
Monday of August.
last Monday of August.
ஏன் கண்ணா அந்த பத்திரிகையில வரல நேத்து இன்னைக்கு வந்து அந்த டேட் வந்து வீக் ஆயிடுச்சு
லாஸ்ட்
Last Monday of the earlier month.
September newsletter, technically, இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா August we are releasing it on okay, but general September newsletter 24th
Okay.
something like that.
24th of August.
24th of August.
Newsletter. Yes.
Yes. Which will contain,
Upcoming events, editions
upcoming
of-
events for September, whatever is the, whatever events had happened in August or something like that. It's a summary of all the things.
News not fast. No, this newsletter will also contain the things happened in the current month. Will
Past
also,
and some amount of future.
yes. So this is the respect to the future. Sir, we have birthday reminders. We have birthday reminders. We have other Gasaa meetings lined up.
If you want,
சண்டே ரெண்டு பேர் சண்டையில போக போறீங்க. அவன் நீ சண்டே வந்துருவான்.
No. We in the future updates, we have birthday reminders. We have Gasaa meetings update. Gasaa tentative schedule of Gasaa meetings along with the speakers,
and if
etc.
you want to convey some wishes to someone special, you can do that. We will publish it.
அதான் ஆரம்பிச்சீங்களா? போர்ட்டல்.
Birthday wishes, sir, obviously.
அது
That include read agenda kuda. We don't mind. So everything will be pre-decided.
So apart from this, we have also decided on few things like what we will be bringing out editions based on some theme. So if you guys are okay with the theme and if you can write on your own, you can give us your editions. You can give us your articles. If not, you please come out and ask us any topic if you want. We will try to suggest you the topic. You can even write on the topic and send it across. But please make sure that you send all your articles before the deadline so that we can put it in the edition.
Pre-decided topic, Matri. we're planning the editions.
So until we were ரெண்டும் வந்துருங்க மாத்தி
But
So we are planning to have newsletter for every month. Editions will be based on number of articles which you provide. So I would request Suresh sir to release the first print.
Thank you.
Me on very bad.
मला सर्टिफिकेट लादा
So it's a good attempt because it is also highlighting what are the events in the forthcoming months. I think it has come out well. It's a good attempt, but the only thing is once we start, we should sustain that. So that's very important. We should not give it up. Very important. And, but I must appreciate that Yuva we have never missed. So the same good work should be continuing like also. Starting is easy, sustaining is beautiful.
This will be more and more.
மலர் அதெல்லாம் போடுறேன்
no mother, no free sachets.
இல்லவா
Bill one, அங்க ஒண்ணு, bill ஒண்ணு, அங்க ரெண்டு, bill ஒண்ணு, அங்க மூணு.
விஷுவலா 1 year கோர்ஸ்
மரம் ஒண்ணு,
No free sachets,
மரம் ஒண்ணு, பழம் ஒண்ணு, பழம் ஒண்ணு, பழம் ரெண்டு.
பக்கத்துல 3 டேபிள்
yeah, sure. அது வந்து next
அது மாதிரி கொடுங்க வெஜிடபிள் சாண்ட்விச் எல்லாம் எங்க கிடைக்கும் பழமுதிர் எவ்வளவு ரேட் எவ்வளவு ரேட்
I wanted this to be a surprise.
தலமா கட்டிக்கு போனா எவ்வளவு rate?
That's why I asked the date for meeting. So we asked the permission. Yeah. So now we have told in advance. You plan the meeting.
He is the president of Gasaa.
Yeah.
He need not.
Any other inclusions in
No, that's why we asked.
newsletters can be mailed
He
to
said, yeah.
editor@gmail.com. Suggestions, inclusions, anything you wish to the boss.
So September 10th due date for edition of Gasaa. Your edition. For newsletter you can contribute. See, for newsletter we have fixed a deadline as it's what internal deadline that we will release it by last Monday of the previous month. Okay, so you can contribute whenever you want. So please contribute. With respect to this newsletter, this will be very small since we were not having that much time. We were not able to prepare that much big newsletter. We are planning to have it in a bigger way in the next month, including all the events in the month of September, in monthly activities or some important activities. Gasaa plans for what a tour. So tentative schedule this which president and the secretary can come up. So agenda of the meeting. So any of you who are interested in what speaking things or coming out and what making presentation, you can come out and say.
Yeah, you could tell us the agenda so that speakers will be invited
So it will
through
be
the newsletter.
also easy for the executive committee to conduct their meetings. So in a much better way. So it will be helpful for each and
And
everyone.
that could also add on writing paper practice. You know, rather than deciding the speaker and just presenting, you could also invite papers.
Okay. But you may not worry about this newsletter. Okay, we may not ask you articles in for that matter. See, this newsletter is completely work of the editorial team. So we will take care of it. You just contribute articles to the edition. So if at all you are interested over and above those things, you may contribute. But we will not force you for this editorial, for this newsletter.
Articles should contribute articles.
So we are expecting a lot of articles from you guys. And you said that I am seeing a lot of newspapers here. So I can expect articles from you.
So now secondary will take over.
No, president will take over.
I request new article assistants to come out and introduce themselves.
Come on, against the phone.
ஓடே போட்டா. This is
Hello everyone, I am Sri and I've completed my MPCC group 1 this May and I'm really excited about having joined this one. I'm sure it will be a wonderful 3-year experience. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Maitri. I'm from Chennai and I completed through for a meter. I got this name from
Rain.
Raising everyone and Nandina Jaipur. I have done my schooling in Madhya Pradesh for schools and completed my schooling in last year 2014 and completed my CPD and years ITCC group 1 and 2015. Have with attitude towards and less tax accounting law. Thank you.
What is Gasaa now? New company அவங்க சொல்லிட்டீங்களா நம்பர் ஆகிட்டீங்களா நம்பர் ஆகிடுச்சா what is Gasaa you know
I thank everyone for I thank everyone for attending the first general meeting. I request everyone for
this is study meeting
No.
lecture meeting
Regular meeting.
regular meeting general meeting there is only one general meeting it is AGM if it is other than that na extra general meeting அவ்வளவுதான் கம்பெனி சைடுல
ஜெனரல் மீட்டிங் ஜெனரலி வந்து annually பண்றோம்
அப்படின்னா நடித்தர்
அதுதான் ஜெனரல் மீட்டிங்
I don't know. லீகலா என்ன தெரியாது. That's what it means. Company is acting general meeting தான் போனோம். I think we should correct ourselves. You can say monthly meeting or regular meetings.
I thank everyone for attending Gasaa regular meeting, and I just like to finish off with the national anthem.
சைனே வரலையே எல்லாருக்கும் இங்க யாரும் நேஷனல் ஆந்தம் கொஞ்சம் என்னடா
அப்பா
Jai